A quick note about something that has been paramount in my mind and heart over the last 18 months and, quite frankly, the last 11 years. The National MS Society is a collective of passionate individuals who want to do something about MS now. To move together towards a world free of multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is comprised of unpredictable and often disabling flare-ups of the central nervous system. Such flare-ups disrupt the flow of information within the brain and between the brain and the body. The National MS Society is the largest private funder of MS researchers in the world, investing more than $1 billion to date. MS stops people from moving, but the National MS Society exists to make sure that MS doesn't. To contact the National MS Society, please call 1-800-344-4867. Once again, 1-800-344-4867. Or go to their website at nationalmssociety.org. We are still raising money for the National MS Society through a Venture to a Cure. The Venture to a Cure was done in conjunction with the Walk MS in Media, Pennsylvania in early May. An incredible organization, an incredible event, and I am definitely thankful for the National MS Society for all the outreach that they do, but also all the funding they do to help neurologists and researchers, not only in this country, but around the world. The fundraising for A Venture to a Cure is at rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. Once again, rebrand.ly/A Venture to a Cure. This fundraising effort will last through September 30th. Thank you to all of you who have donated money to this amazing organization or have even gone to the National MS Society to learn more about demyelination and multiple sclerosis. It touches me and over the 1 million people in this country who have multiple sclerosis in so many ways. And we appreciate all of you. And on that, it's time to talk. Usually I go outside and I think of some sort of witty way of starting this show, or sometimes I'll sit or stand in another room of this house and think about a witty opening. And after how, not necessarily stressful this week was, but how long this week was, the best I could do is just move my seat 90 degrees and tell you what I want. A conversation about anything and everything. Because this is the Venture Forward VF Talks. Good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you may be, and welcome to VF Talks. I'm JV. Rex is right over there, looking at me with very deceptive eyes. I don't know what that's about. What are you talking about, Rex? Yeah, I'll never understand him. Fictitious character we've had for about 2 years, and we will never run that. We'll never be done with that joke. We will run that joke into the ground and then some. Oh boy. Anyhow, it's just me tonight. There wasn't Matt saying it's time to talk. He's on special assignment tonight, so it's me and all of you on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Maybe for a little while. May not be a full hour here, but let's see how long we can do. Definitely a lot of things happened this week. I'd love to talk about them, but let's see who wins the door prize on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and that would go to Laura, who says, hello, everyone. Hi, Laura. Hope you're doing well this evening. And we also have Saren on YouTube, who says, hey. Hey, Saren, how are you? If you want to join me, the line is open. It's https://8ce46ff8d. And we have Matt, who's joining us on Amazing Wood Things. Or Awesome Wood Things. Amazing Wood Things? Oh my God, what the hell is wrong with me? Awesome Wood Things on YouTube, who says, I'll join in 30 minutes. Matt, good to see you this evening. As I just got the name of your channel all wrong after knowing you for 105 years. Awesome Wood Things. Great channel, great guy. And we also have Artfully Blind with Diana, who says TGIF, JV. TGIF indeed, Diana. TGIF. Oh my God, it's been a long week. It has been such a long week. Where do I begin? Well, at the beginning, John. That's a good answer. I had some major things happen that I was waiting a long time to get done with, and I got done with them. Usually when it involves administrative and legal and all of that, it comes with its own share of headache, its own share of frustration, especially when you're trying to refinance your house and the mortgage to your house. But the good news is that as of 12 o'clock this afternoon, a notary came over and I signed 257 pages of paper. Was it 257? No, it was plus or minus 40 or 50. But got it done, and that's being shipped off to the new mortgager, and that has finally been taken care of. So glad that's over. What else is going on? Well, this weekend I'm going to do something I haven't done in 2+ years. In the sense that, obviously, it's what we have affectionately called the Backstreet Boys reunion tour has prevented us from doing much of anything in life. I haven't had a chance to go see my dad. And this weekend, I'm actually going out to St. Charles Cemetery in Farmingdale, Long Island, to say hi to my dad, to spend some time with him. I'm really looking forward to it, but I'm also kind of sad about it because obviously it's always sad to do that sort of thing, but I feel like I need to. There has been so many things that have gone on in the last 3 years. I've talked about how amazing a man this guy has been a couple of episodes on this show, and I definitely wanted to spend some time with him. So I'm doing that tomorrow morning. I'm going to sit in plenty of traffic, head to Long Island, and spend some time with my dad. So that's happening. Sunday night, I know it's a little bit in advance. I know it's a day in advance, but before I do that, say hi to Marilyn, who joins us on YouTube, who says hello, everyone, with 3 waves and 3 purple hearts. Well, 3 waves and 3 blue hearts right back at you, Marilyn. Good to see you this evening. Sunday night, I'm kind of cheating a little bit by a day. I'm going to celebrate my 3 years of sobriety. Going out to dinner actually with April to celebrate the 3 years of sobriety. I am very thankful I have come this far with that portion of my story. It was very important to talk about that this past week on both the Tuesday and the Thursday episode of the show. And on Sunday, I'm going to celebrate that. And, it also puts everything in its proper perspective, because I think if not for anything else, if I have gained anything in this journey, it is definitely perspective. So I gained that. So that's happening Sunday. I see a lot of signs around the neighborhood. There's a strawberry festival coming next weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday here in Coatesville. Looking forward to it. It's good to have that going for the first time in 2 or 3 years. So much so that I actually may be doing a remote version of VF Talks next Friday from said Strawberry Festival right down the street. They also say that there's going to be 20 to 25,000 people showing up for this festival. And if I see it, I'll believe it. I don't think that's going to happen, although it is a very popular festival, and there's fireworks Friday night, so how can you not like that, right? I'm always a sucker for carnivals. I like carnivals and amusement parks. I think that's one of the things that gravitated me to Matt, because Matt loves Hershey Park and loves going to amusement parks and the rides and the games and whatnot. And anyone that can look at life with such a joie de vivre, if you will, is definitely someone that is has a lot of commonality with me. Matt is an incredible guy, and he'll be joining us in 25 minutes apparently. So I look forward to that. But yeah, there's a strawberry festival next weekend. So there's that. Do I go down the road of sports talk for a second? Why not? Yankees are looking amazing. When do I get to talk sports? They're 32-13. That's like over there's 7-10, 7-11 ball there. I mean, they're looking absolutely incredible. And I got to say, it's been really fun watching them. Now, I talk about the Yankees. The other thing that has been giving me a little bit of agita as I came in talk streak, because I think about the agita it's giving me, is the Rangers. The Rangers, who, definitely looked promising, had to go far in that first round of the playoffs. They ended up winning that quarterfinal, making it to the Eastern Conference semifinal, and are having a very difficult time with Carolina. As predicted, Carolina is a very tough team. As I like to call them, the Hartford Whalers, because they moved from Hartford down to Raleigh, but nevertheless, they are the Carolina Hurricanes. They, needless to say, need to win tomorrow night. The Rangers need to win Game 6, so it goes back to Carolina for a 7th game, as we all get excited about 7th games and the pivotal nature of a 7th game in a 7-game series. But in order to get there, the Rangers have to win Game 6. So let's hope for the best there. And if I talk favoritism and I talk about my teams for a second or two, well, when do I usually do that? I don't. But there you go. Let's go Yankees. Let's go Rangers. It's going to be an interesting weekend, to say the least. I think the other thing that is kind of fresh in my mind right now is the fact that the weather has been so erratic. I don't know about you. I'll definitely talk from what I've been experiencing. But the pollen has been so darn bad. No joke. I was on a conference call earlier, and I'm talking like it's nothing, and then all of a sudden I'm coughing, and I'm trying to catch. I have to hit the mic on my speakerphone because I'm coughing feverishly, and I know it's not anything else but allergies. I saw the green pollen on my windshield on the way back from the gym this morning. I know that the pollen is out there, but it has been relentless, especially in the last few days. So how's the pollen been over by you? Let us know in the comments. I'm curious. Is it a Northeast thing? Are you experiencing it by you? How bad has the pollen been? And moreover, follow-up question, how erratic has the weather been by you? There was that really strange weekend last weekend with the 95-degree weather and the heat index in 105, 110 in the Northeast, which no one saw coming, especially when it was chilly the weekend before. What's up with that? And when you have sources like CNN and the New York Times talking about the wacky weather where there's snow right now on Memorial Day weekend, I think in the Pacific Northwest, and yet you have this heat that's heading over here. It's apparently Sunday, Monday is going to start another heat wave around here. Oh man, it's like what's going on with that? So if not for anything else, if you want snow, you know where to go in late May. But then there's also heat and there's a lot of pollen. So there's that. I guess the other thing I should talk to, as evident by the countdown, is the working out. I back spinning again 3 to 4 times a week, but I'm also training for a marathon. So I'm trying to get my miles in. I'm trying to start building to a pace where I'm ready for Portland on October 2nd. So it's been slow go. There was the 2 weeks where I was sick, but I'm back to a place where I'm ready to do another long run this weekend, probably on Sunday. And I'm getting there, little by little. Now I have 2 different plans I was using. There was something by the Marathon Handbook, but then there's also the quintessential Hal Higdon with the marathon plan. I'm using the Novice 2 for the marathon. And what usually happens in a marathon training plan is you have 3 runs during the week. You have a couple of pace runs. You may have 1 training run where there's drills. You might do speed drills and whatnot. You might do, 10 seconds really fast, 10 seconds jog, 10 seconds really fast. There's a term for that. It's called fartlek. I know it's a funny term. That's the guy's name that created it, Fartlek. There's also other sort of training maneuvers that you can do as part of a training regimen. But from someone who didn't run to save his life even a year and change ago, and someone who could barely walk 10 feet, the fact that I'm training for a marathon has been very eye-opening. And I'm very appreciative of all of this. Some comments as I kind of went on there, as a ramble real quickly here. Diana says, we have pollen, only just as bad as usual, and I'm not allergic. And the weather is not more erratic than usual, in my opinion. Okay, so it's not that terrible in some places. And certainly here, when things reach from a very high to a very low, it becomes a bit erratic. But, that's what happens in the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast sometimes, When you got hot, you got really hot. When you get cold, you get really cold. And as they say up in New England, I lived there 11 years. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. So if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. There's that. Laura says, yeah, you got this. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. You have been very instrumental in getting my mindset to doing this, as far as basically saying, have you been a part of Strava? You should be a part of Strava. So you got me onto Strava. I'm using that. And you've been very instrumental and very influential on that. And I appreciate the advice, and I thank you very much, Laura. Thank you very much. So there's that. The strength training's getting a little bit better. Not that I'm trying to become Mr. Olympia tomorrow. Not that I'm trying to even get in the ballpark, but I feel like my muscle, my upper body, my lower body has become a lot stronger, which is great. So, I'm doing the best I can over here. Diana says, yay for you doing JV. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that. And Laura says, you're welcome anytime. Quick little shameless plug. If anyone wants to join, we've got an open line here. If all you need is a web browser, you just have to plug that in. And you have a camera and a microphone, you can be part of the show. It's just me right now. So would love to have any guest that is watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Again, it's guest.ecam.live/8CE46FF8D, as was right above me. So there's that. Exciting vacation plans this summer. Planning to go to Florida in late July, which I haven't been to Florida in the middle of July in a while. I used to go to Florida in the spring as part of spring training before, April. It's going to be interesting to go in late July, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, I'm heading to Portland for the marathon, but I'm also planning to go to LA for 4 or 5 days before the marathon, to kind of flipping the schedule this year to go to Vid Summit like I did last year, Vid Summit 2022, which is September 28th through the 30th. So I'll be in LA first this year and then head to Portland for the marathon on October 2nd. So a lot of travel coming up that last week in September. And so I'm still trying to understand this whole live streaming thing. I've only been doing this a couple days. Who knew? What else is going on? Let's see. Diane asks a question. She asks, is that Portland, Oregon? Yeah, Portland, Oregon. So right up in the Pacific Northwest, I usually hang out by the Vancouver, Washington, Portland, Oregon border, right by PDX. So I enjoy heading up there. I had such a great time last year. Walking along the Columbia River was absolutely incredible. So I'm looking forward to spending a few days there after spending 4 or 5 days in Los Angeles. So it's the absolute flip of what I did last year. Last year, I spent 5 days in Portland before I spent 5 days in LA. This year, I'm doing 4 or 5 days in LA and then 4 or 5 days in Portland. So very much looking forward to that. Outside of that, I don't think there's any more travel. There's travel for work, but that's going to come up as needed. And that could be anywhere. Who knows where I'm going to go. Conferences and customer visits and all the sort. So I look forward to that too. That's the other thing. We're getting back to some sort of normalcy. So traveling is part of the cards again. We think about where we were in 2020. We think about where we were last year in 21. And 21 started coming back a little bit, but now it's starting to come back in droves back to where we were in, say, 19 and 18 and time before that. So traveling is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. Diana says, how is that video creators VidCon convention? VidSummit. VidSummit's amazing. VidCon is great too. I know a lot of people have gone to VidCon that are big proponents of VidCon. I think VidCon is an East Coast thing, whereas VidSummit is a Los Angeles thing. So definitely same sort of content. Usually your creators might go to one or the other. Some creators go to both. But there was for still being in the depths of what we've been dealing with the last 2 years, there was a good turnout at VidSummit. I think we had like 1,000 people at VidSummit last year, which was a lot of fun. Never been. It was a good time. Learned a lot of good information. Looking forward to the panel that we have this year, the exhibits and the presentations, and also the demo room. The demo room is incredible. You could pick up things at a major discount and also learn about what the major manufacturers are doing as far as video equipment and video software and all that fun stuff. So definitely looking forward to VidSummit 2022. Do I have a website up on the graphics? No. Can I get there on a web browser? Let me see what I could do real quick. Let's see. VidSummit 2022. There we go. Let's see if this works. There it is. Let me maximize this. There you go. So you had some really interesting guests last year. You had Mr. Beast. You had a lot of influential people at VidSummit. It was a great time, and certainly something. If you have a chance to go, definitely go, because you learn a lot. You meet some really important people, and it's just a good time altogether. So there you have it. There's some highlights from last year's convention. So that's going on. Let's, while we're at it, while we have the web browser up, let's do this. Let me go over here. There we go. 1 second. Here we go. There we go. So Vid Summit, September 20th to the 30th, and then after that, there is this. Portland Marathon, October 2nd, 2022, presented by OHSU Health. That it is something that is a very hilly race from what I know. There are portions that are flat, but it is a tough race. And I figure there's no better test for me, as I did, a half marathon on somewhat of a trail sort of based half marathon. It'd be interesting to test my luck on this, and then also just the vistas that you run across on such an amazing. Portland is so incredible, but some of the things you see in Portland is just absolutely extraordinary. So I'm really psyched about this. Am I a little nervous? Yeah. Am I a lot nervous? Yeah. This is the first marathon I'm ever running. Also, a marathon that I'm running with a normal open instead of a staggered open or a sort of stage open. So definitely looking forward to this for sure. Comment popped up. I'll try to get to that. Diana says, wow, you're going to do a full marathon. Yeah, I'm running 26.2 miles on October 2nd. If I crawl the last 5 miles, you know exactly what happened. But I'm running 26.2 miles on October 2nd. And April says, I've never been to the Northwest. Well, there's a chance you might be going to the Northwest. In fact, I would really like for you to join me in the Northwest. So there you go. October 2nd. It's a Sunday. Block it off. It'll be great. So I got those two things ahead of me. Vid Summit 2022 and the Portland Marathon on October 2nd. So a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of things to look forward to with the Portland Marathon. A lot of training I have to do. And there could be some serious long runs coming up for sure. We got a guest trying to join us. Oh, I know that person. I have an idea who that person is. Wait, let me see. Let me see if I know who this person is. Do you know who this person is? Do you want to take a guess on who this person is? Could it be your name here? No, it's not your name here. Could it be Mehas? It's Mehas.
Hey. Oh, hold on. I got my speakers going. Got to shut down some audio things.
Shut it down.
Complicated audio is complicated.
How's your special assignment? Uh-oh, he's laughing deviously. You know what that means.
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Oh, okay. Well, then on that, I'll say the same. No, okay. Can you share a little bit? Can you share a little bit what happened? No? Can you give me a little? Drop us a 5-word hint. Can you drop us a 5-word hint?
If I tell you, I'd have to kill you.
Well, I would have to kill the stream. It's going to be hard for you to kill. It's like an hour and change drive. It's going to be somewhat complicated.
I see people here. Hi, everybody. I don't have access to chat, so I can't be doing the typey-typeys. But
he's not doing the typey-typeys. Let me try to get you on the better scene with the two of us, our normal two-panel. That's better. See, that's better.
Like that better? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't have my colored light lamps on behind me, but I'm here.
Diana says, my former trainer has done lots of marathons, and now he's going to start an ultra marathon, a 50-mile race. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
50 miles. Man. Marilyn says, hi, Matt. Glad you're here with 3 waves and 4 purple hearts. You got 4 purple hearts, Matt. Oh, my God.
Sweet.
Wow.
I got extras.
And Laura says, hi, Matt, from Laura and Stuart.
Laura, hello. I'm trying to share something.
Oh, you are. Hang on a second. Hold on. Wait for it. Wait for this. I'll have to go back to main. I'm on
Just,
main
I want to
now.
prepare
See
the
now,
audience that this is epic and awesome.
it's epic and awesome.
So just sit down if you're not sitting down.
Yeah, hold on. Wait for this, because once you do, there's that.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So what are we seeing there? What is that? Tell the studio audience.
Well, obviously it's me riding a Velociraptor with Mila Jovovich on the back in her Lilu Dallas costume, holding up a multipass, a volcanic hellscape, blue skies, clouds, and the monkey from the Wizard of Oz in the background.
Was that created by the one, the only Diana?
Artfully Blind with Diana.
Oh
That's right.
yeah, that's
Yes.
awesome.
Let me tell you, I cannot tell you how much I love this piece of art. I bought it. It's coming to me on a artwork studio, a museum quality print, ready to hang on the wall, and I have the digital distribution rights to it as well. So if you need any artwork done, you can just give Diana a just written description of what you want. And as you can see, nothing is off limits.
Nothing is off limits.
She will do the most bizarre stuff that you can throw at her, because I just did this as a joke, because she was like, I need inspiration for my art. Someone just tell me what to paint. And I'm like, oh, all right. You left that wide open. So I just, rambled off this ridiculous list of things. And before I knew it, she actually had it done. So I was like, what?
What?
So anyway.
What the heck is that? Oh, I should probably go back to go back over.
I should have told you I was going to stop
It's all right.
sharing.
It's okay.
So,
There we go.
thank you,
There we go.
Diana. I love it. I can't wait to get it. And that might be my I'm going to use that on YouTube. Like I think like maybe when I'm done streaming, for like 5 seconds, I'm just going to pop that up for like no reason, and then just bust out of there. I don't know. I've got plans.
Hey Matt, you're good with the microphones and the tech and the everything. Quick question.
Lay it on me.
If someone wanted to join me in studio using this one mic and they were sitting right next to me, you think without doing any sort of change to this microphone, could they pick them up and pick me up? If they were sitting right there, I was sitting right there, boom.
You have the polar pattern change.
I do.
The back. So you want the one with the big circle, like the one.
I want the big circle, not the one that looks like an upside down heart.
Not a mushroom, not a heart. You want
not like an orifice or anything.
Yeah, because
not like the number 8. I want the big circle.
Yeah, not the heart, not the number 8. You want the big circle.
Not the butt. I want a full circle. This is what I'm going to say with all the cryptic for a second. Didn't mean to cut you off. If a certain person's in the area, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and wants to join me for a little bit of in-studio VF Talks, now we know how both of us can do this. So, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
My curtains are going nuts. I'm getting some weird light falling on my face here, folks.
Okay.
To deal with that.
Diana's saying, yes, I'm taking painting requests.
So my challenge to the VF Talks audience is to give Diana a request more out there than what I did. Like, you have to one-up me. Like, that's the challenge I've given to the audience.
You have to one-up me.
Yeah.
How can that happen?
Well, you got to think of something more crazy than a volcanic hellscape with velociraptors and flying monkeys and rainbows and Mila Jovovich holding up a multipass.
Well, I mean, hey, that's a vivid imagination for sure.
You know what? I tell you what, creative people, they are my jam. I love creative people, and I'm just so filled with happiness that this painting happened. I can barely describe it. It's I'm in a good mood for sure. Faux show.
Faux shizzle.
Double fizzle.
Double fizzle.
Snoop Doggy Dogg and the mother grabbing hands.
Hey.
Oh dear Lord, what have we started?
D-O double G.
Is the show going off the rails already?
Oh, it's been off the rails
It's
for the
been
last 30
5
minutes. I've been
minutes.
doing this by myself. You spoiled me, Matt. You spoiled. I had to do a half hour by myself over here.
Kind of hard, isn't it?
Oh my God. You do it every day for 15 minutes. And then for an hour on Mondays.
Oh yeah, no, I love me some live streaming for sure. I gotta get more edited videos. I got all these edited videos I want to do, and I just can't pull myself to do them as fast as I want. But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I am gonna commit myself to more edited videos on all things YouTube, and I can't just do one live stream a week. That's not enough.
No, it's not. It's not what you do, Matt. It's not what you do. That does not happen.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get a password.
I gotta get a password. And the password is 12345.
Talk amongst yourselves, which is only
Okay,
you.
all
Or
right.
the mystery guest that's in your room too.
Well, she's not here yet. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Okay.
Nudge, nudge. If you want to, if not, just let me know you don't want to, and so okay, I'll leave it. I'll leave it alone.
The nice thing about Apple is I can copy something on my computer to the clipboard and then paste it on my phone. Mm-hmm.
That's something.
That's living in the future, baby.
The future. Next, we'll have flying cars.
All right, I'm pasting my password into the box. And I just published it to the internet. No, I'm just kidding.
Matt Haas's social security number is.
Hey now.
Oh man.
I don't play with that. I'm pretty strict with that stuff. Like the birthdays, for example, people are all too willy-nilly to drop their birthday.
I hear our
automatically.
guest. I hear a guest.
Oh no.
Oh my God, this is going to be great.
Yes, I usually put in fake birthdays to websites just to muddy the pool of.
Marilyn says, "Sorry to tell you, JV, they already do," with 4 exclamation points.
They already. What's she talking about?
I don't know.
Oh.
No idea.
already-
I talked it like it was like everybody knew. No one knows. No one knows. April doesn't even know who just ran away again.
Oh, so it's April that's in the
It
house?
is. It's a great surprise, right?
How will I know it's her if she doesn't come on camera with a baked good?
That's true. How do you know if she's not on camera with smiling and saying hi and saying hi? I'm April and right.
Oh,
Marilyn
how fun.
says they already have flying cars. Yeah, I've seen prototypes of flying cars and whatnot, and
Yeah. You know what? Never happen.
no, never happened.
Never become commonplace that the public will have access to flying cars. We
Right.
can barely manage 2 dimensions. Forward, back, left, and right.
2 dimensions, yeah, a little bit hard there.
There's no way the general public can deal with, height.
No.
And
No, they can't.
not happening.
So, what's your big plans for the weekend there, Matt?
There is a Senators game tomorrow where they're giving out free Hershey Park tickets.
Free Hershey Park tickets. Say it ain't so, Joe.
It's true. So, and then Denny's mom is coming to town, and she's going to be at the game as well.
Mm.
I'm going to watch the baseball game with Denny's mom, who has a surprising over infatuation with, wait for it, French fries.
Get out of town. What kind of
The
French
woman
fries does?
destroys French fries.
When you say destroys, how many French fries does Denny's mom eat?
like a bucket full.
A bucket full of fries.
I don't know. So it'll be good to see her again and watch the game and get a free Hershey Park pass, and then do some yard work. I got lots of little errands. A lot of things I gotta do. Maybe make a piano video, do some things, do some.
Hey,
YouTube.
do you have 60 seconds you want to tell this fine audience as I say hi to a certain person that just walked into the house?
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
you talk. I'm
Put me
gonna
on.
go on mute and then don't leave out the launch codes, okay? Just keep the national security while in play. Give me a minute. Be right back.
You gotta put me full screen.
Got it.
Oh, there we go. All right. So I am now taking over VF Talks. This is my channel now, and got rid of that JV. He was just too much to handle. Too much to handle. Artfully Blind with Diana says, "You don't think we'll have flying vehicles like they had in the Jetsons, LOL? Have you dealt with people? Do you interact with people in the real world? It'll never happen. It'll never happen." Anyway, they're called helicopters. I don't know, but if it was fully automated, then yes. But if people control the vehicle, this is not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Let me guess. It picked up with the audio of me saying hi.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
But
Well,
my ears
let me know
shot.
in the comments.
My ears are not what they used to be. I listened to a lot of Motley Crue really loud as a kid. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you know this, but I had the most killer speakers in my car. They were third-party speakers, and they were bolted to the back underneath the wind, and they had these LEDs that would throb when the music would play. It would be like green light, green light, green light, yellow light, red light. And it would kind of. So
Like that?
when Motley Crue was on, Shout Out the Devil, I cranked it way up. It was like, boom, boom, shout, boom, boom, silence. Blew out the speakers. They were dead. I was like,
Gone.
Motley Crue busted my speakers.
Diana says,
awesome.
"LOL, UG people." Oh, that's right. We'll have to be fully automated vehicles for automated vehicles. You're right, Matt.
Yeah, I don't trust people in 2 dimensions. I can't trust the general public in 3 dimensions. There's no way.
3 dimensions, they're not going to hand it. They're not. There's no way. There's no way.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Same thing with virtual reality. I don't think virtual reality will ever be mass adopted.
You're not going to do the metaverse and all that fun stuff?
For mass adoption, permeating society in everyday life, no way. Not even going to come close. Now, augmented reality, yes, 100% yes. But virtual reality ain't happening. You can take that to the bank. I sold my Facebook stock. I'm like, Mark's taking this company.
Gone.
know.
Don't want any more of the meta. Got it.
Yeah, well, I think I have a handful of shares, but I have considerably less. I got in on IPO, if you can believe it.
Your Oculus be damned. That's what I say.
My friend got his account shut down, taken over, and he tried to reclaim it, couldn't do it. You know what he did? He bought an Oculus Rift for $399 or whatever, then called tech support because he couldn't use it. You have to have a Facebook account in order to use it, or it's a brick. It doesn't work. And then ultimately that still didn't work, but eventually it did come around. But we think that was part that kind of put him in the queue where someone else could look at. Anyway,
Well, I was put in the queue.
Yeah, I suspect if he didn't do the whole Oculus, isn't that weird? In order to get your free Facebook account back online, you have to buy a $400 appliance, log tickets, get on tech support, return the appliance because he couldn't use it, so he got his money back. But all that rigmarole just to get his account back.
And it says, "Oh, I think so. Virtual reality could take take over once all the kids grow up who are born with virtual reality games.
I don't see the appeal. I really don't. I don't get it.
Neither do I.
Anyway,
And I say that with a lot of fellow content providers that are saying, hey, we're developing these sort of structures and these buildings and these condominiums and these apartment houses and these retirement community. No, not retirement community, but these incredible places in the metaverse. And it's like, why? Why are you spending all that time in the metaverse when it hasn't reached any sort of critical acclaim yet? It hasn't reached any sort of attention capital in this country.
if you step away and you look at the motives and really understand why Mark Zuckerberg is building this out, you will see that his intentions are misplaced. He's doing it for the wrong reason. Do you know why he's doing it?
Why is he doing it?
I know why he's doing it. He does not like the fact that a hardware company like Apple can do things to their products that will negatively impact his social network.
Right.
And he is flippin' mad about that. So what he really wants is he wants a whole new paradigm that he controls end to end. Doesn't care what it is. Oh, virtual reality. Okay, I'll take that. Like, he only wants to build this so he can be the only one that has it, and he has full control top to bottom.
Right.
That is the wrong desire to make something great.
Especially when his platform, for as many years as Facebook has been up and running, has been about bringing in other developers and other platforms to be part of his platform, basically an integrator. Now what he's doing is he's coming up with a platform, or basically a platform that is more proprietary than anything else, and it's absolutely the wrong direction.
And these other systems exist. There are other virtual reality worlds that you can go play in. I mean, it's not... Anyway, but the motivation is wrong. He's doing it for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So you hear him talk, he's like, well, you interact with people in chat rooms and you interact with people on Google Meet or Join Me or WebEx or, what we're doing here, the Ecamm, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're not there in person. You can't see and interact with people. We're solving that problem. I'm like, wait a minute. That last part, like, you're gonna have to elaborate a little bit more. Yeah, just because I can't see you in a 3D world doesn't mean that's a problem to solve. Like, he skims over it. He skims over the what's missing real fast, and then just launches into how he's gonna solve.
See, I'm tapping you, Matt. See, I'm tapping you.
Ow.
Ow. Ow. My finger. Ow.
Anyway, that's why I think it's now there will probably be some moderate success.
Your wife's going down the stairs. Just waving. Yeah.
I think
she doing okay?
Find something to eat.
Cool.
We got lots of good food in the house. She's been cooking a lot, so
nice.
Happy about that. I like when she makes something and then you can have it the next day and the next day, and sometimes we do that because that's good.
It's the gift that keeps on giving there, Matt.
Yeah. And we found a lot of cool stuff since we switched our diets around a little bit. Although I'm pretty much doing that solo now. I think she's taken another direction. So.
Well, Matt, you're looking amazing, bro.
Dude, I think I have to ratchet my watch a little bit because I think my wrist is getting smaller. Yeah.
Gotta flex off that gun show.
On the morning show, the thing about having an insanely expensive watch is it comes with features where, in this case, it's micro adjustments. I can micro adjust it. You can't do that with, other watches. And figuring that out.
No.
I thought my piano was broken. But
what's wrong? It's not broken.
It's not broken.
What happened?
Not broken. I thought a feature wasn't working, but it's working. Of course it's working.
Did you hyperventilate for a minute?
No, I was just like, I can't quite tell. It was the sympathetic string resonance I thought wasn't working. Like, not that anyone can really tell it's there, but it's like a very subtle thing.
Right.
Because it tries to mimic an analog piano in many ways. And one of those little analog quirks I thought wasn't working, but it is working. So
It's good.
yeah. It's really nice. I found out that I realized that the pivot point of the keys, it's back further in the instrument. The one I had, the pivot point was right at the end of the keys. So I guess what I'm getting at is, like, instead of the key, if this was the key and this was the pivot point right here, it would bend like this.
Mm-hmm.
That piano, since the pivot point is back here, it bends. In other words, it's almost as if the key just goes down like this rather than tipping. And it's a subtle difference, but it's it's better. It's like a real analog piano in the subtlest, quirkiest. I don't know.
It's like
This
the
is not
real
interesting for
thing.
anyone else, but it's
No,
interesting.
I like it a lot. Question for you, Matt.
Gosh,
What are you doing Thursday night?
nothing.
Which you kind of really helped me out in episodes previous on this, but can you help administer some frequently asked questions?
Oh, for your 8 o'clock show,
Yeah,
I can do that.
thank you.
Are they pre-submitted, or will it be managing a chat, or
Some of them are pre-submitted. Some of it is managing the chat. Some of it is stuff that people can send emails to at theventureforward@gmail.com. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That will be tackling on Thursday night. Now, do I call in and ask me anything? No, because we've done 4 Ask Me Anythings before, and I wanted to address things that people have asked me in, at the gym and in other places that I feel like I have at least 20 minutes of content there that I would love to address. But I would also like to take your questions, your comments, and kind of couple that into the show as well.
yours being the audience's or yours being mine?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Well, I have one more question before
Sure.
I agree. And this is non-negotiable.
Oh, go ahead.
Will I have the take the show off the rails privileges?
Within the context of the Thursday night show, yes.
I'm just kidding. I will behave myself.
you can't do your 5-minute comedy cellar routine that I know you're incredibly good at, but
I understand the role that I'm playing for the Thursday show. I was just kidding. But yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to work blue, I mean, I could, put the
We
disclaimer
can
up and
set it
everything.
up. We can set it up. But you and I will have to kind of get another Dave and Buster's on the calendar.
Yes. Yes,
Kind of
indeed.
jonesing to go back there. So
You and me
can't let
both,
that
sir.
go too far.
And there is a strong possibility that next Friday, my portion of the show will be remote live from the festival.
I heard that on the drive home. Yeah.
Yeah. I figure why not? I can go on my phone and do it from my phone, and you'll be wherever you are, and you could see the fun and frivolity of the Strawberry Festival.
Strawberries are on the menu for keto people.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
I do like that.
Glycemic index friendly they are.
If you say so.
Well, they just are.
Okay. It's just a fact.
Yeah. It just is. That's why that bell just went off. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Mystery Bell.
Well, I wasn't quite sure until that bell happened, and now
Well,
that
the bell tells it everything.
It's solid now. How can I argue the bell went off? I mean,
That's right. It just went off again.
well, does the second bell nullify the first bell?
No, the second bell solidifies the first bell.
Okay.
However, the third bell, we have to start talking in a German voice. Don't know why.
Okay.
Just is. And then
Bridge the
actually the
bridge.
third bell and then elevator goes off. So we got to be careful.
Okay.
Don't want that. Diana says, I just can't believe it wasn't long ago that the major social media started. Facebook in 2004, YouTube in 2005, Twitter in 2006, Instagram in 2010. What are your thoughts?
It was a lot less algorithms back then.
Right.
You know, you put something on the timeline and it showed up first for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore. Yeah. Yeah. What can you say to that? That's when they started, and I was kind of I started Facebook in 2009. I was sort of a late
Me too.
adopter. I was like, all right, I'm tired of people talking about Facebook. I got to see what it's all about.
I want to
And
see
even
what
though
all this
I have,
hoopla is about.
yeah, even though I have computers at my disposal my entire adult life, for some reason I was at a friend's house and I made my Facebook profile at a friend's house on their computer. I don't know, have no idea why I did that, but anyway, I did. So, and it's been downhill ever since.
And the rest is history.
Well, yeah, yeah. In many ways, it's good that there isn't a digital footprint of some of the shenanigans I did when I was younger.
Diana says, it just seems like they've always been around, LOL.
It's kind of hard to remember back when they weren't there, but there's a lot of phone calls because I remember, you know, Friday around 5 o'clock, all the friends would start calling, where are we going? Where are we meeting? What are we doing? And I was the one that was always kind of behind this. Like no one wanted to kind of make a decision or manage the whole thing. So I was always calling 3 or 4 people. Okay, we're going here. We're going to meet there. Okay, I got to call Jim. Okay, we're going here. Okay, I got to call Joe. Okay, I got to call Tony. You know, it's like.
It's always Jim, and it's always Joe.
Yeah.
Laura asks, do you remember MySpace?
I had MySpace, but there was too much liberty in changing the profile because you could put an animated GIF as your background paper. So you would go to these pages and it would be like strobe lights and also music in like audio. Like you could have little GIFs play with audio unexpectedly.
Music, you say?
You can go nuts with the music. I'm not.
Okay.
There's gonna be no. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not on Awesome Fun Things today.
Oh, well then, there we go. Diana says, I vaguely remember that, but didn't join.
Yeah, MySpace. There was an incident on MySpace in my town because when I was running for school director, okay, this was 2005. Okay.
17 years ago.
One of the guys that was also running had a MySpace account. And he was like, vote for first name, last name for school board. But it was on like a photo carousel. And on this photo carousel were images that were not appropriate.
Oh, no.
So he was doing here's my campaign material, and then here's something inappropriate. And it did not go over well with the community. And this person actually won the election. First of all, the person said, okay, it's too late to come off the ballot because, you know, there's deadlines for changing the ballot. So he was on the ballot, and he says, but I'm not going to campaign. And if I win, I'm not going to serve. Well, he won, and then he served. And then people were flipping out. So here's the thing. This is probably boring. If it's boring.
No, it's not boring at all.
But you only need 3 criteria to serve on a school district board, to be a school board member. There's only 3 criteria. You don't need to be in the education space. You don't need to have any level of education. There's the only 3 criteria are you need to live in the district. I think you need to be over a certain age. I think it's even like 18. Like You just have to be like not a child.
So you have to be alive,
Yeah.
and you have to be over 18.
And you have to live in the district. You can't serve and be outside the district. And the third criteria is you have to, it's pretty vague. You have to be of good moral character.
Oh, come on.
That's all you need. Well, and then you need to get elected, of course. That's obviously needed as well. And
Right.
you need to win the election. So I, fortunately or unfortunately, know the criteria for having someone legally classified as not being of good moral character. And you know what factors need to happen in order to meet that criteria? It's not funny.
Sacrificing animals?
You have to have 2 elected officials agree that that is the case. Only 2. One is the attorney for the county you're in.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one is the attorney for the whole state, the state attorney
Ooh,
general.
has to go to Harrisburg.
So anyway, no one, and the only way to do it is someone who was wronged has to bring it forward, and the only people that were wrong were the 3 other candidates that lost. So you would have to have at least one of that. The public, if John Q. Public is mad about it, they can't do anything. They weren't wrong. So if one of those 3 candidates would have went to both the attorneys of the county and the state, and both of those institutions would agree, then and only then
Then and only
someone
then.
be removed from that office. It's very hard to remove a duly elected person from office. It is I mean, it's easier to shame them and have them step down themselves, but to have it legally booted,
Mm-hmm.
very, very difficult. Anyway, I know that was probably a boring conversation.
That wasn't
thought
boring
that
at all. I just, what I want to do real quick, because I feel like I want to do this, obviously. But I definitely want to do a shameless plug real quick.
All right,
Of course,
folks.
if
Plugs coming.
yeah, because, there we go.
I tell you to subscribe.
Well, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, buy me a coffee if you like. I would really appreciate that. It's buy me a coffee /venture forward if you want to do that. But the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick is a wonderful business that I will share right now. I'm going to get this up on camera there. Is Mama April Sweet Bits. Incredible baker, incredible provider of breads and whatnot. She is incredible at what she does, and she is doing a flash sale right now where you can go to her website. You can see it up here. Mama April Sweet Bits. You can see that up there. And she's definitely has things available for you for sure.
Her website is the Facebook page.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. If you go to the Facebook page, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then there's also an email address that I'll type into the chat here. But yeah, she's incredible. So definitely take a look at that for sure.
2 questions.
Yes.
How sweet are the bits?
Hey April, how sweet are the bits?
My bits are sweet.
Her bits are sweet. That's right.
Okay. And then the bits, how bitty are the bits?
That's a good question. Matt asks, how bitty are the bits?
How buddy?
How bitty are the bits?
They're not bitty at all.
They're not bitty at all,
Oh,
but
good.
they're very sweet.
Good.
Right.
I don't like bitty things. I like, anyway. So good.
There you go. So now you know.
Oh, I have something else boring to share.
Oh, something else boring? Go for it.
I got my glasses adjusted.
Those glasses are what, 5 days old?
The one is 3 weeks old. The other ones just came. Yeah. They're identical. See, these
Yes, Diana. Yes, April is my girlfriend.
these are the progressive lenses, and these are the computer lenses.
Are those so progressives are bifocals? Are they the readers?
It's the modern term for bifocals. Yep. So these were 130. These were 500, and they look exactly the same.
They look exactly the same, and one costs $370 more than the other.
But hey, I need to see. That's the thing. Like, if you use something every day, you should buy the best.
Absolutely.
The absolute best. So those are progressive lenses. They go dark in the outside. They go into turn into sunglasses, and they got the anti-reflective, and so yeah, they got all the features except the blue blockers. I don't like the blue blocker. Not that I can't afford it. I just don't want that feature. Because one, I think it's kind of not too sold on the science, and two, it changes the color because the skin behind will not look the same shade anyway. So
I think you can see the skeletal after behind the skin, and it makes you have X-ray vision. Like,
it's reversed X-rays, so people
right.
looking in can see your skull. But anyway, that's a bunch of bunk. But anyway, got my glasses, and the guy was like, I was like, how much do I owe you? He's like, $10. I'm like, for 2 adjustments? I'm like, that's too low. I was like, I'm not paying you $10.
How about 11? How about $11?
Well, it's a mom and pop shop. I'm like, how do you keep the lights on here charging that low? So I was like, tell you what, I'm gonna give you X amount, which was more than that. But you give me a receipt, I can file it from my flexible spending account with the higher amount. He's like, okay. So he printed me up a nice receipt, and I gave more than he was asking.
$12.
I'll be damned if I'm paying that low of amount of money, because he does good work. And anyway.
$13.45. Diana says, what are you guys doing this weekend again? Recapping from the top.
Baseball game, getting a free Hershey Park ticket. I will probably go to Hershey Park because the water park's open now. Today's the first day the water park's open.
Yay.
Or tomorrow. Tomorrow's the first day. Something like that. Maybe it's today. I don't know. Water park is open. And I get to eat for free there. And I'm going to be doing yard work. I'm going to make a piano video. I'm going to do some web development. Keep busy. And Monday's open. I don't know what I'm doing on Monday, but so that's what I got. And
So Diana, I'm going to Long Island tomorrow. On Saturday, I am going out to dinner Sunday night to celebrate the 3 years of sobriety. Monday, we're all off. Tuesday, I took the day off because I'm at a certain point in time right now. If I don't use it, I lose it. I definitely reach my vacation max, so I'm definitely taking Tuesday off. And then I go back to work on Wednesday.
Sweet. Sweet.
Who knows? Maybe sometime early next week. I don't know. See, what are you doing on Memorial Day? Do we establish that?
Memorial Day's open.
Okay.
Maybe some Dave and Buster's.
Maybe. Yeah. I'll definitely let me know. I'll let you know.
Or, well, I guess it's impossible to get in at Fogo.
No, don't say that. I'm like royalty over there. I'm like the king.
I do Fogo on Monday.
Let me see if everything works out. Yeah, you got it. I'll let you know by. I can't say close of business. I'll let you know sometime today and tomorrow, for sure.
Oh, we got time. Monday's a while off.
Yeah, it's not until next week sometime. Okay. Yeah,
Maybe
I'll let you know.
Maybe I won't. I'll have to not do All Things YouTube, but that's fine.
Oh, we could do all things YouTube from King of Prussia.
Okay, pressure.
Diana says,
the gauchos.
congratulations on 3 years sober, JV. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the gauchos can deliver the YouTube platform updates.
That's right. Ivan will do the news segment, which will be great.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you'll have Rich Vibes drilling again. It's like, I want to go to Well, fly fly to the United States, and we make that happen for you.
It's you gotta summer, baby.
That's right.
You're running out of time. I mean, it's not running out of time, but summer's gonna go by quick, and that's the time you want to visit. Because there's a lot more things to do
You blink and you miss it.
during the summer. Yeah.
So I'll let you know about Monday.
Okay.
But that's
There's a lot to look forward to.
there's a
fun
lot
things
of
on the calendar.
A lot of good stuff coming up. Diana says, "Are you guys thinking of meeting in King of Prussia?" Yeah, that's where Fogo is. If
I
you're
tell you,
interested, join us.
There's an employer in or near King of Prussia that my son wants to be an employee of. So he might move out that way. Now that's just a want, nothing, but it's something he's thinking about. So
Yeah.
And I was talking to my friends today, and she's like, "Well, you're gonna pay $500 more on car insurance if you live there."
Because Monco. Because you're in Montgomery. Yeah, Monco. That'll do it too.
But that area, it like has everything. I like places that have everything because it's tough. Like you go to other towns and you're like, oh, well, let's go to this. Oh, they don't have that here. Oh.
We could fix that.
That's kind of like how Lancaster is. Lancaster is very well built out. Like there's every restaurant chain is there. Every odd, all the clubs are there. All the entertainment venues are there. Like it's not like whatever you're into, like it's got.
You go to Link and you go to the areas around it. There's a lot of stuff around Link you can go to.
Now where I live right next door to the capital of the state. The only problem is for Pennsylvania, the capital is a really dinky place. Like all things considered, because like you go to Pittsburgh or you go to Philadelphia, those are like metropolises.
Now you got Diana concerned. Where's Matt thinking of moving to?
Good question.
Fargo, North Dakota.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not thinking of moving, but I've got a couple places I would probably consider. I would probably, Florida, Tennessee,
North Carolina,
Texas, Arizona. Arizona's don't discount Arizona. Arizona's got some cool places.
Yeah.
The warmer the climate, the bigger the bugs. So that's
the
something.
bigger the bugs for sure. The bigger the bugs.
Big scorpions. You get big horse flies. You get big. Too many bugs. Because my brother-in-law lives in North Carolina, and he's got to spray for bugs all the time on the property. Got to spray.
When I'm down in the triangle, sometimes during the summer, I notice how big the bugs are, and you just get used to it.
But I don't know. I'm wondering, like, if I would do well in Hawaii. I think that might be fun, but that's got a lot of.
Well, it's good. The cost of living's so high because it costs so much to transport stuff over there. So you got that too.
My friend from high school, he's Matt, I got this great job. I'm like, oh, where is it? And he's like, it's in. Oh, the name's escaping me. Grand Cayman. And he's like, I'm making X amount, whatever it was like 40% higher than anything that was paying. Like he was making a lot more. He didn't realize a gallon of milk was $5.50. Like everything was more expensive. So he was like losing money. So that was only a couple months before he hightailed it back to the States. And I was like, yeah, wasn't all that, was it?
Well, Matt, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a giant bow on this.
Yep.
Because I hear conversations all over the place, and I got to be a really good host to the house. So I got to do that.
All righty.
But
Oh,
I will
well,
see you
hello.
sometime this weekend, and I will definitely see you on Thursday night. And Matt, I'm not going to throw you off. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that.
Okay.
It's not happening.
I'll
Not
click the
doing it.
button. I'll leave myself.
All right, Matt. You
All
you
right.
have a great night, and I will talk to you sometime this weekend. Let's think about doing dinner on Monday, my friend.
Okay, and remember, Diana is taking art requests, so hit her up if you want to throw. And the goal is to have something more outrageous than me. That's the challenge.
More outrageous than what Matt requested. That's the challenge. That is the gauntlet that has been thrown.
There we go.
Have a great
All
night,
right.
sir. Talk to you
Very
later.
awesome. Take care. Bye.
And back to not that, and back to not that, and going back to me. There we go. There we are. Okay. Matt Haas, ladies and gentlemen, an incredible co-host, an incredible friend, and always a good time for sure. So, as I kind of hinted to before in the conversation with Matt, we're going to do a frequently asked questions episode on Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. It'll be some of the questions I've been asked on a regular basis, but we'll also take your questions and comments. And if you have questions, by all means, please email me at theventureforward@gmail.com. You'll see the email address in the closing credits, as always. And then 1 week from tonight, probably from the Strawberry Festival, we will do VF Talks at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific next Friday night. But until then, I'm going to say the same thing I say at the end of every Venture Forward and VF Talks. Stay safe, stay sane, stay strong, stay sober. Have a great night. Be careful. Have a great weekend. Have a great, happy, and healthy holiday weekend. And we'll see you Tuesday night for the next episode of The Venture Forward. Fly, be free.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.